But no white man has invited me to his house for a cup of tea yet. But that's only between white and white, not between brown and white.
Syeikh Deedat was born in India, but his family later moved to South Africa. There, he faced constant discrimination as a brown Muslim during the infamous apartheid regime of South Africa. What was it like living there under those conditions then? Let the good Sheikh share his experience.
But laws have a tendency to change characters of people over a period of time. Any law, every law. I come from a color-conscious country, South Africa. Everything is based on color. The South African government, in the apartheid policy, they graded us into blacks, coloreds, Indians and whites. And that part for 300 years, almost. White man, colored man, Indian man, and African man. Then they divided the black further. First is white and black. Everyone who is a European is white. Everyone who is not a European is black. No matter how white you look. Where do you come from? You come from Lebanon. If you are a Muslim, you are black. If you come from Lebanon, you are a Christian, you are white. If you come from Syria, no matter how white you look, whiter than many English people, some Syrians look. You come from Syria, you are a Christian, you are white. If you are a Muslim, you are black. You come from Cyprus, you are a Greek, you are white, no matter how dark you are. The Turk with blonde hair and blue eyes, he's black. Well, look, this is the last laugh you're going to have because that system is now officially abolished in the country. But I'm just giving you history now. This is up to yesterday. This was so. Now, once you have such a law, your mind is working on basis of color. I have had hundreds of whites, Jews and Christians coming to my home. And I enjoy feeding people. Our hospitality, our food, our bhajias and samosas, they lap it up. The white man, the white woman, they eat like mad. I said, in English terminology, I said, they hog it. And when they part, they thank me profusely. The white people are good. They thank you profusely. You know, we enjoyed everything, the chat as well as the food. But subsequently, when they meet me in the street, they say, good morning, Mr. Deedat. I say, good morning. He said, how's the wife? I say, she's very fine. How the family is very good. But no white man has invited me to his house for a cup of tea yet. So I'm asking the guys, I said, don't you people know anything, such a thing as reciprocation? Huh? You uncultured, barbaric people, you don't know reciprocation? No, you know. You know reciprocation. Then how is it that you eat my food, you enjoy my food, but you don't call me for a cup of tea at your house? Why? I know the reason why. That color consciousness. If he invites me and my family, and I go to the elite, we are all separated into races. The white man living in his area, the Indian in his area, the colored in his area, and the African in his reserves. So if he invites me, and I go with my family, with our, our type of Pakistani or Hindustani Muslims, the way we dress, long pants for the ladies and nice downy covering the body and all that, long dress. And I go and knock at the door. I find number 10 Downing Street there, and I go and knock at the door, and the gentleman or the lady of the house, she opens the door and recognizes, oh, Mr. Deedat, come in, come in, come in. We are so happy you're visiting us. And we get into the house. People were watching. The other whites were watching. Somebody watering the garden, somebody doing some hoeing in the garden. They were watching, so where is this coolie going with his family? Hey, what is this guy doing around here? And look at that, Mrs. Smith, the way she smiles at this coolie. What's going on? And we go inside, maybe a cup of tea and something little more than a cup of tea, some biscuits and things like that. And half an hour goes, an hour goes, and tongues begin to wag. They want to know what's going on. What is Mrs. Smith doing with this coolie family? And if any relations of Mrs. Smith or Mr. Smith comes into the house, this Mr. Smith must go out of his way to explain our presence there. It won't be like one English people to another say, look, this is Mr. Brown and Mrs. Brown. No, no, no. He must say, look, this is Mr. Deedat, and we went to his house, and his hospitality, he fed us with wonderful food, and he must now, actually, he's apologizing for my presence, my family's presence there. He knows that. So at the back of the mind, the color is coming in. So he eats my food, but he never gives me a cup of tea. Not that he doesn't know. Reciprocation, sociability, he knows all that. But that's only between white and white. Not between brown and white. Difference. So laws have a tendency to change the characters of people.
If you enjoy this video, please like and subscribe to Islamica to support our efforts. Thank you.